sun to include everyone. I'll tuck you in, warm within, keep you free from sin till the Sandman he comes. Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. Exit light, enter night. Take my hand, we're off to Never, Neverland. Yeah. Something's wrong, shut the light. Heavy thoughts tonight, and they aren't Snow White. Dreams of war, dreams of lies, dreams of dragons, fires, and the things that will bite. Yeah. Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. Exit light, enter night. Take my hand, we're off to Never, Neverland. Now I lay me down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I die before I wake, pray the Lord my soul to take. Hush, little baby, don't say a word, and never mind that noise you heard. It's just a beast under your bed, in your closet, in your head. Exit light, enter night. Take my hand, we're off to Never, Never, Never. Exit light, come on. Enter night. Grain of sand, we're off to Never, Neverland.
Time, it needs time to win back your love again. I will be there, I will be there. Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Fight, babe, I'll fight to win back your love again. I will be there, I will be there. Beauty I'd always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore. Love, only love, can break down these walls again. I will be there, I will be there. Yes, I love you, yes, I love you. Oh, how I love you. If we'd go again all the way from the start, I would try to change the things that killed our love. Your pride has built a wall so strong that I can't break through. Is there really no chance to start once again? Yes, I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, how I love you. If we'd go again the start. I would try to change the things that killed our love. Your pride has built a wall so strong that I can't break through. Is there really no chance to start once again?
You could have a steam train if you just lay down your tracks. You could have an aeroplane flying if you bring your blue skies back. All you do is call me. I'll be anything you need. You could have a big dipper going up and down.
Two, check.
We're set. We're good.
Yeah, one would assume.
Stream, can you hear me?
All right.
Stab comedy, how you be?
Oh, Milk is out there. That's good.
What's up, Mel?
That means Milk is alive, which is always good to know.
Thanks for your wellness check.
Yeah, pretty much does equate to a wellness check. Semi-professional fade out. Do. Hey guys, you're very deep in conversation. No, that's good. That's good. Might as well be. The music was a little loud. We just do that for. Why am I because I'm very tired. Very tired. I'm blanking on everything. Yeah. That is somewhat the source of the issue. Because it used to just be the 40 or 50 hours that I put in here, and then 3 months ago added a 40-hour job to that. So it's become difficult. Still don't have the word that I was looking for. We're still waiting for Joseph, but we're going to hang in there. He's got... He's got some
live
time.
right now?
Technically, this is it's Paul's first time. So
Hi.
So you get to be introduced to our, some could call it, unnecessary amount of pre-shows. But in this case, it's very necessary, as we're waiting for Joe. But this is where we like to hang out and let the online audience filter in, and the in-person audience filter in, as we vainly hope for others to make it out. Sorry.
Did you say others make out?
Yes, for others to make out, because I like to watch.
Yeah, one of the less talked about goals of this show is to be an aphrodisiac.
Oh yeah, I mean, I like to hope that it tickles people in all the tickleable places, including those.
This is like Genuine's Pony song, but in podcast form.
Sure.
It's like doing things for people.
I'm gonna say yes.
I think I aged myself there.
Am I more or less aged for not even closely being able to join in on the reference? It's just, oh yeah, right? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Pony.
You know Pony.
I
know
Everybody, you guys know Pony.
I know of.
No?
You want
You're
it?
missing out.
Let's
You're gonna
do
love
it.
What? It's all right. You know what?
Ride
Treat
it,
yourself later tonight.
Yeah, go home, crack open the windows, but close the shades.
Set that bubble bath temperature just right. Light a couple candles. Unleash Pony.
Play it up. Alexa. Uh-oh. People at home.
Yeah, let's start everybody's.
Google. Play
Pony.
Play Pony.
The Genuine.
Yeah.
Follow it up with Untitled parentheses, How Does It Feel by D'Angelo.
We building a playlist over here?
Yes.
Okay.
Google. Go to adamandeve.com.
Let's start buying people stuff, filling people's carts. All right. Sorry, I'm just doing a little. Also, since I have.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's
true.
true. They are listening.
Oh, yeah.
Because of this, I'll see ads.
Yeah.
This
Sorry,
and this alone.
baby. It was just because of the show, you know.
Dear account holder, Paul. Spend $50. Get some more free stuff here.
All right. Yeah, it was the mics. They picked up everything.
They picked up all this?
Oh no, I'm just saying.
Because this is top shelf content.
Oh
Yeah.
well, we do
Ouch.
always need cold open. So yes, this is top shelf content.
This is rooting around in the $5 DVDs at Walmart
Yeah.
looking for gold.
Oh.
It does feel good, though, when you find that
Oh, yeah.
hidden treasure.
I found, probably around the time I met you, I found a $5 copy of Wild and Crazy Guy by Steve Martin, the comedy album,
Wow.
where the first half is in like a 300-seat room in San Francisco, and the second half is at Red Rocks over in Colorado for like 5,000 people.
Nice.
It is like still my favorite comedy album of all time,
Nice.
including my favorite joke of all time.
Oh yeah.
Some people have a way with words, others not have way. Can't beat it.
Nice. Nice. Quality work. I a long time ago. Well, that's relative. Some time ago, especially when I was down in LA, and there was an amoeba a couple blocks away from the apartment. Got into buying comedy albums, none of which I believe I've listened to. A bunch of Steve Martin, so we got a.
That seems like a very classy thing to hoard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like, I mean, out of all the things you can hoard, that's pretty like, that seems like a smart thing.
The problem that I find myself with in this collection is I have probably at least a half dozen Cosby albums. Now, this was well before we were no longer allowed to enjoy Bill Cosby. And I guess at the time he was probably a shitbag, but we didn't know that. So can I ever listen to them? Not that I have listened to them, but probably not. I would assume. But do I throw them away? What do I do?
Yeah. Okay. Stand up, it's hard. Like that. Like where people say like, "Oh, you got to separate the art from the artist."
Yeah.
Like stand up, that's like that is the artist.
Yeah.
Like that's a hard one.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's like a two-step process. Like, one, is it still going to be fun for me? If I ever was an enjoyer of Bill Cosby stand-up, which I never was, I imagine learning what you learn about him would make it not fun to listen to.
Yeah.
And then two, if it's an artist who is still like problematic, but I still do enjoy their work, I'm not going to come up with an example, but like, can you enjoy what you have but avoid giving them new money?
Okay.
So that is where like
is that a bar on that?
thrifted things come in handy. you
Okay.
know?
So you're like, you Napster all the bad people.
Oh, yeah.
Like you steal just all the.
Yeah.
Got it.
Or just buy secondhand, although then you don't want to create demand too. So there's no
It's a fine line.
ethical consumption under capitalism.
Yeah.
Is what I've heard.
How Cameron will you enjoy all of that Chris D'Elia?
I didn't know who that man was until we learned out he was like a pedophile.
Yeah.
So I'm clear there.
Okay. Good.
Spotify's been recommending more P. Diddy to me recently, and I'm like, Spotify, stop it. What are you doing? I can't fall in love with this music. Yeah.
Which you would if you did listen.
Yeah.
If you turned it on, like, hey, this guy's, come on.
What
There's
was I
something in
missing out on in the early aughts?
I feel like Spotify's like trying to like tempt me. It's yeah.
Or
There's Joseph.
drum up money for
Oh.
his defense.
Oh, Joe. I don't know if this is the best opening question, but is it good living or depression that's making you look so good?
Oh. Someone asked me what's the difference between running. I'd run a lot.
Oh, good.
Someone asked what's the difference between running and jogging.
Mm.
You have to run because your problems are chasing you.
They're right behind you, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I see you so little now,
And there's so little to see.
and now there is so much less, so much less Joe. Good on you. I'm trying to get back into the. I have my annual. Oh shit! I gotta lose weight. Rush every getting ready to go out to the desert. So
I thought it was going to be like you brush your teeth a lot before you go to the dentist.
basically,
Nice.
yes. I have to bust ass to lose on like clockwork. I gotta lose like 40 pounds every year to
Before
look.
going to the desert?
Yeah.
Why? Because people you're gonna see?
Just because, yeah,
Or you
it's
just gonna pack on the pounds out there? So
no.
You wanna, like go in.
The rich verdant desert. You will sup on the land, and if you bring too much weight in there, how are you going to get out?
Well, to be fair though,
Get
I
stuck
do
in the mud.
I do have commissary the entire time that I'm out there, so I can eat a lot. But no, it's a place of one of warmth, and two of young, fit people.
Oh.
And being the frumpy, fat old is not a great feeling, just for me. It's a personal me.
Yeah, isn't the whole idea though that it's like very accepting out there? Like bring everybody, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta lose this weight.
Yeah, it's
Oh, no.
it's a me thing.
Okay.
But also,
yeah.
I think you're looking great.
oh well, thank you. I've got 40 to go. But I appreciate it. I can't accept a compliment, Paul. You don't know me enough to know that I absolutely cannot. And also, as is attested by the other three here who've been around long enough, these are like $12 microphones. You got to eat them. You got to eat it, Paul.
Oh,
there you go.
oh, there we go. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Hello.
And I am barely. My vocabulary is.
What the fuck?
Do you have mail?
Oh, I think.
Are people in the chat saying Paul talk louder?
No, they told Jesse to accept the compliment.
I have to
They
turn.
spent points on it.
That's
Spent
funny.
points on
It has.
Capitalism is doing so good.
It is so ingrained in the people that follow things around here that we did have to add an accept compliment redeem on the stream.
Nice. Excellent.
So,
Who left it?
Milk.
Okay.
Milk.
Classic milk.
All
Good job,
right.
Milk.
Well, let me get JoJo framed up properly, and then we will do the thing.
How much weight have you lost? I did not recognize you. I
Oh.
literally did not recognize
I appreciate it. I lost 20 pounds.
you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
And I'm back. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for sticking around with all of our nonsense, guys. Let's do the gosh darn show. You know, wake up. I wish I knew the other two, the next two lines of the. What is that? Disturb?
Oh, put on a little makeup.
Yeah.
Has a fit to it right now.
Yeah. I wish I knew it well enough.
Why'd you leave the keys upon the table?
I wanted to, Cameron. All right. Let's do the show.
Set him up, you knock him down.
Oh,
24
don't I
to
know.
92 hours
I
ago,
stumble on it.
Stab's team of comedy scientists commissioned 3 specific humorists to give various potentially
There it is.
comedic takes on several random topics, which they will now perform for the first and likely last time in front of a live studio audience in a show called
You count.
Stab.
This is the Stab Show. Suddenly 20 degrees hotter, like just out of nowhere. Now, let's introduce tonight's panel.
This
Our first panel.
Stab.
Oh, I've got the wrong opening too. God damn! Why is it still in this playlist?
Roughly
We're not gonna go
24
through the whole
to
thing.
92 hours of Random Topics, which
Just
they
tell
will
us what
now
the show is,
perform for
John.
the
I'll
first
edit this
and
later.
likely last time.
God damn
in
it!
front of a live studio audience.
You're
in a
getting
show
rich.
called
It's the Stab Show. He gave us prompts. We don't like them. You get it.
I gotta turn off the audio. It's hard enough editing these episodes without you guys making noise.
I forgot it would
That's
do that.
literally the point of a podcast.
No, the stream making noise.
Yes.
Oh,
I can't.
yeah. You guys,
Sorry.
stop it.
No, we love you guys. I apologize. I just give you too many toys, and then you play with them.
Stab.
This is the Stab Show. I'll use the other take. I'm not doing the 20 degrees hotter again. Our first panelist shaves the backs of Fortune 500 CEOs as a way of thanking them for their contributions to society. He's the co-host of Poking Around. It's Cameron Schmidt. Our second panelist was certain they locked the front door right up until the moment I just said something about it. He's a hilarious improviser. It's Paul Berg.
That is me. Oh my God.
Sorry. And our third panelist collects amateur Polaroid pornography to preserve an art form sadly no longer celebrated. He's a member of the Mom Hat Studios empire. It's JoJo Lewis. And I'm your host, Jesse Jones. Caution. Contents under pressure. Welcome to Stab, your favorite 11 p.m. Saturday night terrestrial radio ear snack. Just tune in to KUTZ 103.1 FM or KUTZFM.org for all the over-the-air good goods. Now, let's meet tonight's panel. Hey, Cameron!
Hi, Jesse.
Oh, hi. Got serious all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know.
I don't Okay. Good. Well,
Yeah.
how are you?
I'm good.
How are things?
I similarly to you
Yeah.
have a period of the year where I try to get serious about, I guess not just like my body, but just health
Sure.
in general.
Yeah.
So I'm buying bananas.
Mhm.
I'm trying to eat bananas.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't like bananas. It's just like once you open them, honestly, there's too much of them. I wish they'd make a half banana,
Isn't that a plantain?
but that doesn't taste the same.
Oh,
does it?
okay.
Or
I
does
don't
it
know.
have the same potassium?
They
I
all
don't
look
know.
the same to me.
Anyway,
That seems racist.
and then I'm swimming twice a week. I'm playing
Nice.
basketball twice a week. I played basketball today. I sucked.
Sorry.
I literally will just go in, and by the very first jump shot I take, I'll know if I will make any jump shots that day.
Mm.
It feels like. And today was a not jump shot day.
That's no good.
But other people will see me shoot the other days, and they'll be like, "Hey, you're good. Keep shooting." And I'm like, "No, I'm not today. I know." I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
I
it's
also
good.
don't run.
No.
Not enough.
No, I walk. I
The golden rule is if you can only run one way, you run back on defense. But then on offense, I'm late to every play, and so I can only really operate from the top of the 3-point key.
okay.
But then, like, if I can't shoot, then I'm just passing. But then people are yelling at me for not shooting.
Well,
I think it's offensive you're not talking about being a fucking dungeon master or some shit right now. Like, I feel attacked, and I am the one who runs.
You do run. You'd be more useful today on the court than I was. But fucking Tom. Okay, so Tom looks and
You
kind
guys
of,
know Tom,
you
right?
guys know
Yeah,
Tom.
Tom, right?
That guy.
You get
That
it.
fuck-
At the
Fucking guy.
Sacramento YMCA on Broadway. Tom, if you're watching, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna unleash a little bit right now. Tom looks and
shit.
sounds a lot and sounds a little like John Malkovich.
okay.
And he's a great
John
shooter. He's like if Manu Ginobili and Steph Curry made a baby and it looked like Tom or John Malkovich.
Okay.
He's a great runner and a great shooter. And today I like airballed my third three,
Oof.
and it was short. And like as we're running back on defense, Tom's like, use your legs. And I was just like, no fucking shit, Tom.
Eat shit, Tom.
Because he had 4 turnovers that game already.
Yeah.
I count, kind
Use
of.
your hands, Tom.
Tom, I don't dislike you, but I know
not
that when
today,
I use
Tom.
my legs, I'll shoot better.
It's not today.
I just didn't.
Now, is it better to look a lot like Malkovich and sound a little, or sound a lot and look a little?
I don't know. I mean, personally, I think I'd rather sound like him than look like him.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But I don't know. You guess you would have to. I mean, I don't know. You should like yourself before you can let anybody else like you.
You know what?
So I wouldn't get anybody else involved before I made my decision.
Sure.
It's kind of like there's a meme of Jar Jar Binks, and it says, "You either have to look like Jar Jar Binks or sound like Jar Jar Binks. You cannot kill yourself." And it's like the eternal question. It's like, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I always like when it's cropped out and it just says you cannot kill yourself with a picture of Jar Jar Binks underneath it. Thanks, Jar Jar.
Yeah. I'm going to make it through one more day because of Yusa.
Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you, Cameron. A lot going on. Use your fucking... Get some spring. Just...
Well, that's what the swimming's for.
Okay.
I'm trying to drop some
Power up.
pounds.
All right.
That's a good way to do it. Swimming, like that's full body, baby.
Yeah.
Gets everywhere.
It's not. I'm not even joking. It really does help.
Yeah.
I just only do it during the summer when it's hot enough to make me want to swim.
Fair enough.
My doctor told me, hey, you're too fat. Go swimming because it won't put pressure on your joints.
That's another thing too. When I'm playing basketball, I can feel that I'm too heavy to be doing the things I'm trying to do.
You're trying to use your legs, but gravity's saying nope.
Gravity's telling me to stop. You're hurting yourself. Go get in the pool.
Okay.
So
Alright.
maybe I should just swim until August and then keep playing basketball. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Just water polo it. That's like
Ooh.
basketball.
Yeah.
All right. That's a lot of intro, Cameron. We'll see how much
I'm
survives when I edit this sometime in December.
All right.
I'm gonna get caught back. I got caught all the way back, and then
I
I
know, you
went to
crushed
work,
it.
and it went. Okay.
It's okay.
Thank you, Cameron.
Yeah.
That was the edit point, unless you didn't hear it.
You gotta clap really loud too, just so you can see it. That's a podcast.
Thank you,
right.
Cameron. No, good to have you as always. So good. It's Paul Burke. Hey there.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi. Sorry, I was shocked because it's the first time you've been sitting up here for this.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm doing great.
I'm looking forward.
You look fantastic, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You look great.
Oh,
I'm just going to give you so many compliments tonight.
Oh, that's nice.
Just challenge you. And you're going to make, people are going to,
Get him, milk.
yeah.
Fuck
get
him up.
Get him, milk.
Just know that inside I am
dying.
shaking my head. Paul, hi. How are you?
Good, doing good.
Good to have you.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I share something?
Please.
Did you guys know, and I found this out, milk, you,
Local gift milk.
Unplugging that speaker. All right.
okay, you mentioned buying bananas.
Yeah.
Banana.
I literally learned this week, and maybe everybody knows this,
Mm-hmm.
that if you flip a banana upside down and pinch the bottom, so much easier to open.
Oh.
Have you ever done that?
I've never.
It's life-changing. Like, it'll literally save you seconds.
I was going to come back to Cameron's eating well, but we went on a whole journey,
Yeah.
so I didn't come back to it.
My bad.
As far as my eating, it's I don't eat better. I just eat less of the same garbage. So I eat a lot of sandwiches.
Sandwiches are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Meatball? What do you go for?
Oh, just turkey and cheese. Just and then I've got breakfast. You know what? We're way off track of what we're supposed to be doing here. Entertaining the scads.
That's the name of the fans of Stab and
Yeah,
the Scads.
the scads. All you scads out there.
That is one of the
Where
worst
my
fan
Scads
names
at?
I've ever heard.
It's Stabby and the Scads in the morning. Welcome, everybody. Oh, this morning we're going to push some old ladies into traffic.
Morning
For tickets to
Human Zoo over
Striper.
here.
I don't know. Sorry. Hey, Paul. So this is your first time on the program.
Yeah.
You're becoming, I wouldn't say regular yet, but you're becoming more of a presence around here
Yeah,
of
I'm
late.
drifting towards regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because actually, you're going to be here 2 of the next 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some improv on Sunday.
I'm here on Sunday for the Tool Duel. Very
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, the Duel has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, awesome event. Show up if you're watching.
You guys can also vote from home. And
Yeah.
at-home votes kind of helped determine last week, too. So, yeah,
There
you
go.
have power. Yeah, good to have you. You're still doing some workshopping and teaching and stuff up in the Rockland-Roseville area.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, love it.
So if you guys are up there, want some improv, don't want to come all the way to Sacramento, Tuesdays and Thursdays? Is that what?
Just Tuesdays. Right
Oh,
now.
just Tuesdays at the moment.
But possibility of Thursdays.
Yeah, by the time this comes out, who knows?
Who knows? Could be shuttered.
Oh no! Oh, go ahead and redeem, Milk. You're still gonna be operating.
That's a lot
That's
of
a
power. If
compliment.
Milk can drop 1,000 points and demand that I stay open for that's impressive.
Yeah. Oh, all these people have so many bits to cheer and whatnot. Well, or to redeem, because I don't have redemptions on the channel. I'm not a very good streamer. But good to have you, Paul. I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, welcome to the fold. Now on the complete opposite end of that spectrum, it's JoJo Lewis,
Howdy.
who's been in this damn thing for so long. I mean, you've had some stretches here away from us, which
Yeah.
I disapprove of.
You know, absence makes the heart and such.
Yeah, it truly does.
Yeah.
It truly does. Of the, in 2 weeks, 400 episodes of this program, JoJo's been a large part of our journey.
Tell me if I've been on like 30?
Something like that. I can probably pull it up real quick.
That's a lot.
How many is JoJo? Yes, actually, this might be 32.
Oh,
yeah.
great.
So, you know, like 8.5% of the of the entirety of this program. Good to have you, Joe. How's Mom Hat doing?
Mom Hat is doing as it always has, just chugging along like all people who make content waiting for that J curve swing.
Yeah.
That'll give us a good feeling of survivorship bias.
Wouldn't it? That's more theoretical for me.
It's theoretical for all of us until it happens. Then it's 100% guaranteed if you give me $10.
Ooh.
It's called a master class.
Hell yeah. Well, happy to have you around, Joe. It's a gosh darn pleasure. You becoming one of the many now, at least a half dozen, that I just pull out of not doing much to force content.
Thank you for the community service.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
I get a homework credit for this.
Lil Tyler. That's what I do. All right, let's start the program. Oh, that was a very long top of the show. Let's get to reading the things that you guys wrote. It's segment 1. It's reorganization. I spent the off week. Oh yeah, we didn't do a show last Friday because we had some out-of-towners come in and sell out the place, which is nice. And then we came back to it to these numbers. Yeah. No.
So we need to go do this show somewhere else.
In the past.
I didn't say that.
It's somewhere else is what we need here.
But I've done this show so many times in the past, Joe.
You've been doing it in the present this whole time. It's the past where you should be.
Damn it, you're right. All right, back to it. I spent the off week trying to regather my senses and recenter my cold, dead heart. Did you know everything and everyone isn't a piece of shit? This came as unexpected news to me. And while I'm still having a hard time fully embracing that, I'm endeavoring to improve my general moodscape. And that is immediately reflected by this week's reorganization as I bring you Bolak, or Bags of Love and Kisses. Isn't that sweet? Isn't it? Anyway, let's immediately forget what it was that we just learned B-O-L-A-K to mean, and instead give me who or what else Bolak, B-O-L-A-K, might stand for or represent to you, Cameron Schmid. Let's finally start the program with your B-O-L-A-K.
So recently, Jesse,
Yes.
I went kayaking for the first time. I've always wanted to, but my anxiety got the best of me. As a man with a longer than average torso and shorter than average legs, and a considerable amount of weight, I was worried that I will topple over very quickly and possibly even drown. But finally, I put my fears to the side, and I took the basic kayaking class at the Sac State Aquatic Center. Much to my surprise, our first lesson was to keep a constant, vigilant eye out for otters. You see, Jesse, Lake Natoma... Jesse, keep with me here.
I got it, yeah.
Lake Natoma, where the Sac State Aquatic Center is located, is really more of a wide section of the American River, located between the Folsom and Nimbus dams. And apparently the otter community is still quite upset about the location of those dams and the aquatic center. So you might ask, what do these otters do to unsuspecting water sport enthusiasts? anything that their cute little bodies can manage. Biting, scratching, but most importantly, always remember, bitter otters leap at kayakers. Something about those kayaks makes those little shitheads just steaming mad, and they will torpedo up out of the water like a breaching dolphin right at your face. This is all theoretical for me, Jesse, because in the end I got too scared and I left before we even touched the water. Look at me, Jesse. Just a single otter could kill me if it wanted to, and I'm not going to give it the chance.
No. So true. So true.
My prompt is also about otters and kayaks, and I am in no way exaggerating and feel a great deal of fear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, did we go 3 for 3 on otter kayaking? Well,
I've never seen
You need to start picking real acronyms, you son of a bitch. You need to stop making them up.
I did. I never make them up anymore. This came from...
So you did make them up before.
No.
There is a pattern.
John generally made them up. He would just have a word and take the letters. I actually go to the acronym server and refresh like 40 times to find something good. And
There's an acronym server?
Yes. That's where I get my acronyms nowadays.
Wow.
Her name is Kathy.
Yeah.
She knows them all.
Just call her up. She's at the library down on Folsom by the old winery place. I can't remember. Thank you, Cameron.
Of course.
Oh, now I'm waiting to have my otter nourishment. Just my otter cup
I
is.
considered so many, and I was like, "This is the one."
Nobody else is gonna go
Nobody
with
else is
otter
gonna do
and
otters and
kayak.
kayaks.
Yeah, how
Come on.
stupid is that? I thought.
Yeah, this has never happened to me. This has never happened.
It is very, very rare. Okay, well, the buffer between otters and kayaks will be Paul Berg.
Okay,
Unless...
well,
Fucking way.
I'm going to ask you a question. This is my first time. I got to ask a question.
Yes, please.
I look to my left, and Cameron has pages of written words here.
Yeah.
And I started sweating quietly, thinking, my God, am I supposed to have this much content? Am I supposed to have this much written before I get to my acronym? Because I don't. I'm ruined.
To be fair,
Okay.
To be fair.
Cameron and
Joe.
Joe's
Nailed
no,
it.
not Joe, but Joe's partner in Mom Hatting, Jeff Brown, are now the most verbose of
Okay.
the bunch. So
Got it.
Cameron is on the higher end of word count. So don't you worry your pretty little head.
I'm next to towering giants in terms of word count. Okay.
I think Joe has reeled it in over the years. But
I have two.
yeah,
I have two.
you have.
My first, I think maybe when I first joined or first guested, I was like, let me figure out what this is about. And I listened to an episode that had very long, verbose people. And I was like, okay, that's what the bit is. And so,
It's
know.
well written.
I've
I
read
enjoyed the journey.
Thank you.
They're all right. Every answer is
Yeah.
right. So what you're about to do, equally as right as what Cameron just did.
Almost like your body type would be equally right in the desert.
I disagree, but
All right.
but yes, thank you. Thank you for that affirmation of my wonderfulness. Paul, let's get your stab journey started with a BOLAK.
Jesse, thanks for asking.
Oh, please.
When you ask, when a friend, maybe you're moving or something, and your friend's like, hey, can I help out? And you know that warm feeling of happiness? It's like you didn't have to ask. They just want to be there to help out. Okay. I was like, well, what if that's taken one step further?
Okay.
Buddies offering legitimate assistance, kink. People who are really into it. People who are like, oh, you want to help me? And that does it for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
and
yeah.
otters.
And otters.
An artist.
Otters are in there.
Well, they are.
Yeah.
In every kink, you've got otters.
Yeah.
It's between Twink and Bear.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry if I'm just introducing you to otters now. Thank you, Paul.
Red
See?
Stab After Dark.
Yeah. All right, segment 1, introduce you to otters. We're going to turn the lights out and take our pants off. Sorry. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for joining the program. Hey, JoJo, let's hear your completely unique and unknown beforehand.
You better believe it.
Let's see what you've got in the way of a BOLAK.
In this ever-fractured media landscape, where we have fewer and fewer cultural touchstones, local news is probably the hardest hit and most devastated vestige of our sense of community. Sacramento has a Reddit, and it's mostly people just going, why the fuck are people moving here? But that's about the most we have in terms of like a local forum. And the further out you go from like major population centers, the less awareness you have of local happenings. For instance, in 2003, a Shingle Springs resident, Dave Janatiuk, crashed a mail truck into a sign protesting Planned Parenthood because he was trying to get a selfie of both him and his cousin's new CPAP machine that he was delivering. Local paper called this event, you guessed it, CPAP and wood. Because the sign was crushed and made of wood. Or in 2019, when a Shafter woman and her 3 kids accidentally caused a small plane to crash into a parking lot of what used to be a Big O Tires because instead of a squirt gun with a laser sight, she gave them a gun with a laser sight. This was referred to colloquially as 9 Squirt 11 Gate. They got the gun from a member of the Chamber of Commerce, so it was a local politics thing. Yeah. BOLAC is just one of these events when outdoors person Louis Grandicott Smith got into a 4-hour standoff with officers from Fish and Wildlife, ending in a man having his balls destroyed by a beanbag shotgun. And the reason for this violence was he had recently purchased a new whitewater raft, and during its maiden voyage, lost control and capsized very close to a quite still area in Folsom River. The reason why, he said it was because, quote, some fucking otter was trying to show off for his otter fucking girlfriend. I tried to put my oar down. And the fucking otter ate the damn thing. As a result, he used the kayak, the front of which had a set of bull horns, obviously, as a weapon to attack the otter, which was fine because it wasn't really an otter, but a first attempt at a stuffed squirrel. The violence against the supposed otter was still quite distressing and caused many people to assume death by kayak. Thus, the article that appeared in the local penny saver titled BOLAC, Big Otter Loses Against Kayak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I have one more line here. Sorry. I have one more line. Yeah. Here's the last line of this piece. Reorganization is why I don't ask to be on staff.
Oh. But it's the East. All right. Well.
Wait, I just got to say, that's shorter?
It's clippy.
Sorry,
it's clippier.
Okay.
It has momentum.
I mean, I enjoyed it, but I'm like, I want to see the uncut.
You're fine, Paul. Fine. You're doing great.
Size doesn't matter on these. They don't.
Yeah. There are no wrong
It gets
answers.
worse for me, actually.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was by far not my longest one tonight.
I'm enjoying the ride.
You uncorked something in me on one of these.
Oh,
Jesse.
all
I'm just
right.
gonna let you know now.
Then we got to get to it. It's segment 2. It's bootlegged. Segment 2s are generally supposed to be short, but somehow bootlegged has become very long. So let's get into it. The entertainment industry is just aching for ideas. Not original ones, mind you. Those are dangerous, difficult to bank on. So right now, the entertainment industry is aching for retreads of things that pretty much worked at some point or another, with just enough of a twist on it to be repackaged and shoved down the throats of the public. Ugh, not a good read. And in my continued attempt to bring levity to my miserable existence, I chose a little light-hearted, carefree Saturday morning fare to be bootlegged this week. Now, in Bootlegged, you're asked to give us your dollar store, flea market, bargain bin knockoff, counterfeit, or bootlegs of these successful properties. So go on! Ruin the pure and good. You know, like you do. So we go 111, 222, 3 times around. Let's hear our first bootleg. Cameron, what's your bootleg, Chippendales Rescue Rangers?
So I was doing some Wikipediaing because I'm not familiar with Chippendales Rescue Rangers. And I learned about the character named Zipper, who's a fly.
Yeah, he's
who
great.
helps them solve mysteries.
He marries Gadget
Really?
in the movie.
Okay, that's cool. I was also reading about the movie. I want to see the movie.
It's good. It's very good.
But anyway, I came up with it's a Zipper branded electric fly swatter called the Zipper Zapper Whapper.
That's
and
good.
there's a little jingle there. Real flies are pests, but Zipper's the best. That's it.
Oh, you tease me with a jingle and then you don't sing it? Oh,
Well, I forgot to write it. I'm honest. Being honest.
That's
I
all
got excited about my next thing. And,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well.
The Zipper Zapper Whapper.
yes. Zipper Zapper Whapper.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Paul, see, this is a more short form prompt. You're going to be fine.
That was really good.
Yeah.
So
let's hear
set that bar lower.
Oh, come on. I believe it's going to be fantastic. Let's
this
hear
is-
your bootleg Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
The Chippendales Rescue Yourself Workshop. Sometimes self-crimes go slipping through the cracks. There's no case too big or small. When you need help, just call yourself. And these powerful self-actualizing mantras.
Oh,
That's it.
Good.
That's it, baby.
It's very good.
I was waiting. I need help. I was waiting for
Jesse
them.
was all ears.
I was just at the edge of my seat. Joe, let's
Yeah.
hear what's behind that sigh with your bootleg Chippendales Rescue Rangers.
I'd have written less if I cared more. Okay. Chuck and Dale Rescue Rangers. It's a TikTok of these two guys commenting on people's kitchens, usually people who rent or can't afford to fix it, and they get very cruel and very libertarian. It's weird. Regardless, they end every TikTok by going, and now the rescue, which they actually never show on TikTok. That's on YouTube via Patreon. You got to pay $5. And you get an unlisted link to the video. But since unlisted links are not secret, the Reddit community shares all of them. But I've never actually seen a fixed range, mostly because by the time I get to it, the video has been taken down, and in the comments is a video that is always titled in all lowercase, "Our response to recent drama," where they complain about how the woke mind virus has come for kitchen renovation. Also, one of the guys isn't even named Dale. It's Dave, but they fucked up too much with the algorithm to be Chuck and Dave, so it's Chuck and Dale. It's pretty good content, though. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. No, it sounds like it's worth $5 a month. Or just getting it off Reddit. Oh, I didn't know right up until you got into the kitchen that you were talking about ovens, stoves,
Ranges.
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 Yeah.
I was with you all the way.
For some reason, just Chuck and Dale, I thought we're rescuing like shooting ranges. Oh, we got to replace these hay bales. My pickup is full of yellow pages. We're gonna stack them all up and get some new targets on them. Clearly, nobody else is going to the ranges. Okay. Thank you, JoJo.
You're
Second
welcome.
time around, Cameron, are you more familiar with our second bootleg? Let's hear your bootleg, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I am a little more familiar with Courage the Cowardly
Okay.
Dog. I was, again, Wikipediaing. I was shocked it only ran for 4 seasons. Felt like a really big part of my childhood. From the minds that brought you Courage the Cowardly Dog, check out the brand new drink that will make you more audacious and loquacious. Liquid Courage the Cowardly Dog. It's just MD 2020, aka Mag Dog,
Yeah.
but it's in a special bottle.
Nice.
Good.
Nice. Is it like shaped like a dog, or is it just I don't know. It's just more round.
Yeah, it's just his big face on it, you know.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was for you.
Oh, good.
I know you're a big fan.
See, that's the thing. I guess showing age is more. Not that I watched Chippendale that much, but that was more my time. I didn't really have the courage time, and I missed that. I feel like I missed it. Oh, God. Oh, almost lost a laptop.
We're all good.
Paul, second time through, your bootleg Courage Cowardly Dog.
So you and me both. Like, I did not know anything about Courage.
Yeah.
I had to search it, and I knew everything about Rescue Rangers. So
Yeah,
showing our age.
got it.
The more courage for your dog testosterone supplements. If your dog is weak and small, give him these little testosterone supplements, bulk him up so he has courage.
Sure. Just little chews. Little Courage rawhide bones.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paul.
By Plexus.
Joe.
Yeah.
Courage the Cowardly Dog bootleg. What do you got?
This is the bootleg I have. It's the name of a show that I actually don't think is real. It's called Brave Dog and Scary Man. Now this a lot of people put this down as their favorite TV show on Hinge. Because on the one hand, it is a pretty oblique, it's not a perfectly accurate description of the show, but actually it's how someone can very subtly indicate that they are fucking way into bondage. Brave Dog and Scary Man. It is a dog whistle it is a Courage the Cowardly Dog whistle for the bondage community. And it's a lot more subtle than what I do, which is where I type in, I'm seeking a beautiful, daring, sensitive mommy, don't want children. That's very confusing, as it turns out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, I can only think of those leather dog masks now.
Yeah, you can.
Thanks. I know nothing about them except they popped up here and there enough to be in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron, let's wrap up our third trip through some bootlegging. What could we possibly go wrong with your bootleg Sesame Street?
This is the hot new snack item at Trader Joe's across the nation. Big Bird's Fig Curds. That's right. They figured out how to curdle a fig, and then they put Big Bird on it.
Sure.
That's it. Big Bird's Fig Curds.
That's all you need. Yeah. When you've got gold like Big Bird's Fig Curds, you stop bigging.
Yeah. It's right before you check out,
No, oh yeah.
You can't resist them.
Yeah. The none of my words are the impulse.
Next to the hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the hard-boiled egg.
Yeah. That's a thing. Fuck off.
I don't go to Trader Joe's enough, but I do recognize. Can't you just hard-boil? You know what? It's fine. Get your impulse hard-boiled eggs. It's like 2 or 4.
They're in a jar like bulk almonds. It's terrifying.
Oh, here I thought they were in like little 4-pack cartons, but no, they're in a jar?
Yeah, because we got one Earth. You can't individually wrap those. It'll kill a turtle. Probably, I bet.
Probably. Fucking turtles. What won't kill them? Paul, bootleg Sesame Street.
So, bootleg series from Off-Brand. It's called Same Street.
Okay.
And it features only one puppet. And it's just that puppet. Every episode is brought to you by the same letter and the same number. So they don't have to spend any money on graphics. No. And that puppet just looks at the camera and tells the children that only people that look like you matter. It's called Same Street.
Okay. Yeah.
Coming to 3 a.m.
Yeah, I don't know who's picking it up.
Yeah.
Who's
Jesus.
But that's the show.
Weirdly, I was with you for 95% of that.
I'm not saying I'm producing it.
Yeah. You lost me at the
because of the NDA you signed. We get it.
Yeah. It's an idea for sale, and then like a washing hands situation.
Yeah.
We're just gonna unleash that.
Yeah, that's yours. Internet, that's yours. Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Jojo, let's hear your bootleg Sesame Street.
It's just a Chinese restaurant called Sesame Street.
Sure.
The owner knew exactly what they were doing, and everyone in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where they think the joke is played, but it does have good lemon chicken, so there you go.
All right, there it is. I thought you were literally just going to give me the one line, but so good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your bootleg. And see, that went promptly. Segment 3, it's Sell It on Craigslist. Connection to the physical is disconnect from the spiritual. Or something else Morgan Freeman said. Or something. I don't know. The point is, you have too much stuff. Sell some of that stuff on the internet's dirty sidewalk blanket Craigslist. In Sell It on Craigslist, you're asked to give us your Craigslist posting trying to sell the following things. Cameron. Let's see. Oh, yes, this one. Cameron, let's hear your Craigslist posting for a 1974 Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser station wagon that you've installed $30,000 worth of stereo equipment into.
All right, this is on Craigslist under the title 50 Years of Lovin' and Groovin' on Four Wheels. Text. After 50 years chasing around the two greatest bands ever to jam, it's time for this sweet lady to get fixed up by the next generation and go chase some new bands she ain't even heard of yet. My name's Craig. I'm a deadhead going all the way back to my first show at Columbia back in '70 while we were protesting NAMM. The band snuck onto campus in a bread van. You believe that? It's true. I was just a freshman back then. By '74, I graduated. Got my first job at the Wackenhut Corporation. I know the name is funny, but it's actually a private security outlet that's now called G4S. Look them up. Sure, there's some bad eggs, but I couldn't resist that signing bonus. That check got handed to me, went into my briefcase, and within an hour, I was signing it over at the dealership for my sweet Stella Blue. Named, of course, after a song off of Wake of the Flood, which had just come out in 1974. For 20 years, I spent my working hours developing weapons and ammunition. And my time off following the Grateful Dead around the country in sweet Stella Blue. I must have seen them 400 times or so in those 2 decades. I've never counted, but I could, because I got all the posters. Then, August 9th, 1995, tragedy struck. The world lost Jerry Garcia. By then, I was developing explosives for Northrop Grumman. And I had recently used my $30,000 signing bonus to install the best stereo equipment possible in sweet Stella Blue. But without Jerry, there was no band to follow. No shakedowns to pull my sweet Stella Blue up to and crank some of my favorite bootlegs. I was depressed. I successfully designed new, more lethal landmines during my work hours. But at home, I spent the rest of my time eating nothing but Cherry Garcia, thinking of how ironic it would be if I gave myself diabetes in my grief. But one sweet day, I got a call from Acid Bob, this guy named Bob who sells acid. Surviving Grateful Dead members were forming a new band. I threw away 3 years' worth of empty Jerry Garcia pints. Told my bosses they'd have to wait for a new drone schematic. I got sweet Stella Blue, a fresh oil change, and we hit the road once again. Since then, I've caught every show by any Grateful Dead offshoot band there is. The other ones, The Dead, Further, and of course, Dead and Company. When I heard John Mayer was a huge Grateful Dead fan and would play in Jerry parts, of course I was skeptical. But man, that Mayer kid can play. My granddaughter hates him because of what he did to Taylor Swift. So I quit talking to her. Now, of course, you may ask, with nearly 500,000 miles on her, how's sweet Stella Blue running these days? Oh, just peachy. When he's not selling acid, Acid Bob is actually a work friend of mine at Blackwater, focusing on metal alloy development for military vehicles. He pulled some strings and got sweet Stella Blue's entire engine, frame, and wiring redone. She's basically a spaceship with sweet retro wheels and a $30,000 stereo. And finally, the real question. Why am I selling? Well, I'm part of a lawsuit I can't talk too much about. But let's just say I may need some lawyers if the grandkids I still talk to want an inheritance. Plus, Dead and Company are done touring, minus their residency in Las Vegas. Now that you know sweet Stella Blue's history and specs, you'll understand why I'm asking about $3 million for it. Or, of course, VIP tickets to every Las Vegas show this summer. Yeah. No lowball offers.
No. No. Craig knows what he's got. It's basically a
Good recall. I said Craig in the first
That's a fucking great character.
Character's mark of this guy.
Specifically do love the Grateful Dead. So as soon as you said that, I was like, all right.
Wow. Well, well done. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Stella Blue's seen it all.
Sweet Stella Blue.
Well, thank you, Cameron. So good. Paul, hey. I'm sorry that I gave you such a research piece, but but let's hear your ad on Craigslist. You're trying to move a vending machine full of mid-1980s snacks.
Free. 500 days on Craigslist.
No.
Hi, just me again. Anybody want this? It's still got a bunch of new Coke in it. There's a family of raccoons in there. So it's like getting a pet and a mausoleum. They don't touch the new Coke either. So I guess we're kind of like the animals. We're connected in a lot of ways. The point is, it's free. I need to make room for my 90s collection of Furbies and Pog.
Pogs.
Got so close to hitting that. Well, it's here. Bye.
Yeah. If this post is still up, it's still available. Thank you, Paul. There was not that research that I was looking for.
You just wanted a list of snacks.
I
you
did.
remember.
I
You
did.
just
I
wanted
did. Okay, so I found out like Push Pops and stuff. That Push Pops.
Really?
Big League Chew came out in 1980.
Yeah.
I did do research and then regressed into what I presented.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know. Could you get Big League Chew in a vending machine?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
This is the kind of research that Paul really dropped the ball on.
Nerds came out in 1983.
Nerds?
Yeah, that was pretty much the extent of my research.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. Oh, I was living the dream in the heyday of the golden age of new candies. Apparently, I'm old. Thank you, Paul. JoJo. Shit. Let's hear your ad. Your Craigslist posting for all of your various research into cryptid genetics.
Gotcha. For sale, genuine cryptid blood, mostly Wendigo, some jackalope, $50 OBO. Hello. This is for cryptid blood. Novelty! From a recent lab heist near Groom Lake, Nevada. You receive everything in picture. Manila folders contain gene sequence for Wendigo and jackalope blood. Wendiglope? As well as a sign-up sheet for the Area 51 non-denominational office holiday potluck in 2019. Note, the Ouija board is not included. Do not contact me with fake offers. I have been burned before, literally, by the Mothman's laser eyes. I will not follow you to a second location, no matter how many Bigfoot dookies you say you have. There's never enough for me to feel unsafe. I will send you more pictures, but if you complain that they're too blurry, I'll assume you're not a serious buyer. My phone is old. It's the first Droid, and it has unlimited data because the plan it's on is also old. P.S. The Ouija board is not included.
There we are.
Wait, there was one more line.
Oh shit.
No, I'm kidding.
Wants to make very clear.
Yeah.
It's one of those found pieces. It's always
Sometimes the art just comes. Sometimes I open my mouth from on high, and then it just comes out.
yeah. JoJo's merely a vessel.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
Misano keep.
Segment 4. It's Toyify It. Toys, games, action figures. All perfect distractions from the real world that we have to deal with every day. So why not drag the real world into our idle playtime and see if we can't make the mundane better or ruin the joyful? Or both. Probably both. In Toyify It, it's your task to come up with action figures, playsets, games, toys, and other collectively sold separately toys for these everyday situations, scenarios, or concepts. Always wonder if this one comes across well enough for everybody to understand. I think so. And see, Joe, we do new prompts.
Now, in what way is this not bootleg it?
It's very different.
It's specific to
In
toys.
what way is this not make a movie
It's
out of it?
Because it's toys.
they're all variations on a theme, Joe.
Yeah, I know. It's called Make Something Up.
Still, it's a different angle on it.
I guess.
I missed the one where you had to celebrate 2 different days in history.
You did
together.
not miss that one. That one sucked so
I
bad.
legitimately loved that one.
Oh,
It's
we,
like hearing a world I don't know nothing about. It's
we can't please JoJo is the basic gist of that. And yet I beg him back. Cameron,
You gotta have some villains. Hey,
Oh.
hey, Jesse.
let's hear what you've got in way of toys around the concept of low-paying entry-level positions.
Yeah, Jesse, if you're a parent, you spend a high amount of time worrying about your child's future. So why not prepare them for their future while also having a little bit of fun? We're introducing our new line of action figures, Little Mini Wagers. All 5 Little Mini Wagers can help both you and your child envision their future in the world and American economy. First up, the classic Frankie Fast Food. Frankie Fast Food works at the local drive-thru grease spot, slinging out burgers, burritos, or hot dogs. And don't forget the fries and soda. All food items available for purchase separately. Sure. Up next, Manny Labor.
Oh, God.
Manny Labor is just a guy in blue jeans, a gray t-shirt, and brown work boots. But with separate purchases, he can work in construction, landscaping, grave digging, you name it. Then there's Barry Barista. Barry Barista comes with a button-down short sleeve shirt, beige chino pants, and purple hair that can be turned blonde with water and dish soap. And don't forget to separately purchase Barry's piercings and tattoos. And don't forget, Cashier Carly. Her hair is in a lazy pony because she didn't wash it. Her orthopedic shoes let her stand for 8 hours straight with minimum discomfort. And if you push the button on her back, she'll roll her eyes when you ask for paper bags instead of plastic. Bags purchased separately. And finally, Desk Job Danny. Complete with slacks, 100% polyester office shirt, and bloodshot eyes to let you know Danny is some kind of performer or artist who is devoting all of his non-office time to his craft. What is that craft? Musical instruments, paint set and easel, clown clothes, or notebooks full of shitty jokes and poems are all available for purchase separately. Little Mini Wagers, available now at the stores that still sell toys.
Oh, shit. Didn't think about that.
So just like think Target.
Yeah,
Target.
Walmart, basically. Oh, thank you. Oh, even built in all of the sold separately accessories. Well done. Well, see,
That's how they get you.
so much different than Craigslist, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? What the fuck was I thinking?
Paul.
Yes.
Hi there.
Hi.
Do not be bothered by all of this inside baseball bickering.
I think every time you've gotten to Paul, you've apologized.
That's probably fair.
Milk, give him a donation if every time he's apologized.
Paul.
Yes.
Let's see what you've got.
Jesse, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
well.
don't know. Just
You
wanted to
can't-
balance the apologies.
Oh, that's good. But you can't be more sorry than me. I'm the sorriest. Sorry.
You win.
Oh, damn it. Paul.
Yeah.
What have you, in way of toys, games, whatchamahoozits, for having a grudge against someone as an adult?
Yes, I'm glad you asked. It is an action figure named Ben. And when you push the little button on his back, he says a number of adorable phrases like, "Oh, I wanted that parking spot." Or, "Well, my neighbor let his tree branches grow on my yard." Or the third one, like, "Hey, neighbor, I wanted to talk to you about the tree branches that are going. Or wait, are you making love to my wife?" So those little grudges.
Oh, okay.
You can buy a lot of accessories. For instance, like all the things he's going to sell at a yard sale and then eventually move out because it's over.
Oh.
You can buy, yeah, it's not going well for Ben. You can also purchase this little cabin that he's going to live at and then a little beard attachment. And finally, of course, you can get a little cork board. This is extra. This is where you really get him with all the accessories. A little cork board with red yarn so he can kind of map out what he's going to do next with his life and why that neighbor caused everything to fall apart.
Oh, it's good to have hobbies. When you've secluded yourself in a cabin. I mean, not everybody's a writer. Not everybody can devote their time to manifestos. So, yeah.
Oh, didn't
I mean,
we should switch spots?
no. Yeah. Just.
I need a writer.
It's a different accessory pack.
It's a very participatory program that we have. Thank you, Paul. Good stuff. And JoJo, because I like to give JoJo something to scream about every time he's on the show.
Sure.
Let's hear your toys, action figures, games for performative activism.
Gotcha. So these are a set of 5. They kind of look like ninjas, but if you press a little button on their back, it swaps around to 5 white dudes. These are the Truth to Power Rangers. Like I said, they're all white. When they flip around out of their ninja outfits, they are all wearing mirrored sunglasses. They each come with a signature weapon, a katana, a shotgun, a battle axe, maracas, and a keytar. I don't know which one gets the keytar, but I love it the most. Each one of them also has a phone that is not an in-universe item, like in all of them. So they each have a cell phone. Like that's the other accessory other than their weapon. The cell phone always has the same message on it. I was joking. Can't anyone take a joke? But the phone is an RFID chip that works like an amiibo. They're like amiibos also. But it just sends to a Zeet where they retweeted something that I don't think they read. You cannot guess which lives these fools think matter. I swear to God, it's a one hell of a coin flip. That's the Truth to Power Rangers.
Oh. I want to say they mean well, but do they? It's hard to say. They want to look like they mean. Thank you, guys. We're all the way to segment 5. Oh, we've made it. Mm-hmm. We've made it to the very different than any other prompt movie makeup. Movies are heckin' fun. Well, most of the time. Assume somebody's out there. Hopefully, buddy. I don't know. Just don't take everything. Where was I? Movies are heckin' fun. Well, most of the time. I mean, sometimes they're good. There's like 3 or 4 movies that any one of us like and would watch more than once. Maybe we can make a couple more long-lasting silver screen memories in movie makeup. You're tasked with giving us your synopses of these made-up movies based on the following titles pulled from the various random title generators of our friends at seventhsanctum.com. Do not tell them we use their website for this. So go on. Ford Coppola are Tarantino's or something. Cameron.
Jesse.
It came from
worry.
the generator.
I zagged.
Okay.
That's terrifying.
Don't worry.
I would expect nothing less. Cameron, let's hear your synopsis of your made-up movie, Canadian Cowgirl Reversal.
Mm-hmm. Say yee-haw to the newest coming-of-age film that will melt your heart and buck you like a bronco. Crackle Original Programming presents Canadian Cowgirl Reversal. Bertha is a normal 12-year-old girl living in Fort Saskatchewan, Canada. Nobody pays attention to her. Aw. The most popular girl in school is Tara, who is already world-renowned as a junior rodeo star. She's ridden her horse, Stardust, in shows all over Alberta, in cities like Beaumont, Calgary, Cold Lake, Edmonton, Lethbridge, Lloydminster, Medicine Hat, and Red Deer. But just 1 week before Tara's first show in British Columbia, she got the chicken pox. Aww. And she gave it to every other girl in school. Aww. Except Bertha, who had it when she was 11. So Bertha becomes the new Tara and rides Stardust all over British Columbia in cities like Abbotsford, Burnaby, Chilliwack, Coquitlam, Delta, Fort St. John, Kamloops, Kelowna, Langford, Maple Ridge, Mission, Nelson, New Westminster, North Vancouver, Penticton, Port Coquitlam, Prince Rupert, Richmond, Surrey, and Vancouver. And wouldn't you know it, she's a natural. When Bertha comes back from tour, Tara is feeling better. But Bertha is a huge star now, so the Canadian court system makes Stardust choose between the 2 girls. In a dramatic scene, Stardust refuses, saying that there's room for both Bertha and Tara on his back. So the 2 team up for an incredible tour of Saskatchewan. They ride in every city in the province. Estevan, Flin Flon, Humboldt, Martinsville, Meadow Lake, Melfort, Moose Jaw, North Battleford, Prince Albert, Regina, Saskatoon, Swift Current, Warman, Weyburn, and Yorkton. Canadian Cowgirl Reversed from Crackle Original Programming.
Damn it. Oh, I want to be a Crackle original program.
The horse can talk?
The horse can talk, yeah. It's a big
Was
third
this
act.
animated? It was animated the whole time. I feel offended.
It's a big third act reveal.
Oh, anytime I can just get an extended list of Canadian city names,
yeah.
sign me up.
It's classic Cameron bailout.
Oh, I love.
Don't come up with something funny. Just
Oh
commit
no,
to a list.
I've been around for 400 episodes. I love a good cop out. Some of the best stuff has come from good old just committing to the cop out.
Yeah.
Cameron, how can
Hey,
people
Jesse.
get more Cameron Schmid in their lives?
Follow me on Instagram. That's where I'll plug my shows. Although I forgot to plug tonight.
Ooh.
Sorry.
That's all right.
It's PUNISCHMID. Punishment. That is basically, that is how I'll plug everything. Here at Stab, I believe the first Thursday of the month. Next month, we are rebooting Poking Around,
Nice.
where me and Milk, another big person here at Stab, are cooperatively moving our way through Pokemon games in a Nuzlocke format, which if you haven't heard of, basically just means that all Pokemon die if they faint once, and you have a limited number of them. So it makes the game harder and more punishing. And we have some other twists to it that'll make it fun.
Nice.
It's kind of like we're trying to tell a story through a children's game that we're making harder with arbitrary rules. And then also Milk, who is a talented artist, is drawing the whole journey along the way. So it's a lot of fun. We did one episode a couple of months ago, and then because of scheduling, we are rebooting next month, the first Thursday. That's just stream only.
Yes.
Stream only.
Yeah.
I believe we'll do it at like 6 p.m. Thursday. I don't think there's a time set yet.
Cool.
Really looking forward to that.
Yeah, looking forward to having you back. Well, always a pleasure to have you around.
Oh, and I have a new show
Oh,
idea I need to talk to you about.
Oh, yes, please.
Mhm.
I need to fill more spots. So please yes.
I'm ready.
Looking at you, Joe. You got a show idea? No pressure. Thank you, Cameron. Hey, Paul.
Hey, what's going on?
Just this show for about an hour. How about we close out your first jaunt through this thing that we call Stab? You did give me a heads up that it was this was when you had the most difficulty wrestling to the ground.
I've been debating because I've been trying to figure. Okay, this is the one I keep returning to, so I think there's something here.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's hear your synopsis for your made-up movie, Thursday of the Beast.
Thursday of the Beast. Take the witty banter that you find in His Girl Friday and combine it with the film The Raid. Here's what happens.
Okay.
It's a 1920s speakeasy. Thursday, she's a bartender. Obviously, you can't call the cops if anything goes wrong. It's a speakeasy. So what happens is somebody breaks in. Now, this speakeasy, fortunately, 15 stories tall. Don't ask questions. It's a big old speakeasy.
Wow. Speaking real easy.
Yeah, it's a lot of things going on in this place.
All right.
So they get broken into. Bad guy and all his hinge people. They're taking over the entire space. And they happen to spread themselves over the 15 floors.
Okay.
Now, Thursday's in love with the owner, who lives at the top. And she survives the onslaught initially.
Okay.
And she commits herself to just beating ass 15 floors up, nonstop, 1920s sort of fun banter while it's going on. And she's just kicking ass all the way to the top.
Is that Die Hard?
It sounded like Die Hard.
It's Die Hard. No. You're right. And at the end, she kicks off this German guy off the roof. I don't see any sort of parallels.
Nope.
We
She
weren't
walks
having
over broken glass.
in the 20s. We didn't like the Germans. It's fair.
Yeah, that's all right. Right. Yeah.
That was great.
I'm gonna get sued.
No, well, that's
Fox is coming after. Oh,
Oh.
Disney. Oh, I'm ruined.
Oh,
Disney's
no.
coming after me.
Well, you know what? If we get anyone's attention, that just means
Well, then you play the victim angle.
Yeah.
Like
What?
this alternative comedy theater
We're
is
just a
being
little
being
show.
persecuted by Disney.
Ooh.
just a little show that's been picking fights for 11 years, waiting for somebody to see us, please.
I swear, I'll never invite him back. It was his first time.
Yeah, I mean, I made a mistake. Paul.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, how can people get more Paul Burke where they work in bank?
Well, I would say come to Duel this Sunday,
Sure.
which is going to be
What's that?
amazing. You guys are putting on such a great event. It's packed. Like, come early. It's amazing. It's so much
It's a lot
fun.
of fun.
And you can Instagram. It's me, Paul B, on Instagram.
Cool.
Yeah,
Well, hope to have you back more and more often.
I love it.
We've got more show stuff to talk about too someday. Oh, everybody up here except Joe wants to talk to me about shows. Hey, JoJo. Gosh darn pleasure having you around. I mean it.
Thank
I
you.
do. Just so you know. Just in a moment of actual, like, being a person, like honesty, like having you around. Joe.
I appreciate that.
Well, good.
Thank you, Jesse.
Good. I'm glad.
Yep.
Hey, JoJo.
Hey.
How can people get more of all that good JoJo goodness?
Part of me feels like I just had something of like a psychotic break, and I read my prompt because you're asking where to find me. Currently, Mom Hat's flagship product is a podcast called Listen to Player 2. Comes out on Fridays. We had a bit of a hiatus because I didn't want to edit it because I was lazy.
That's fair.
We had a new one out today, as the crow flies, on Hades 2. It is a video game review show. We look
Yes.
at reviews from people who leave comments on video. It's funnier than it sounds. I really can't describe it, but it's a very funny comment. Just fucking listen to Player 2,
Yeah,
LTP2.
I've always enjoyed Jeff and Kim trying to describe Listen to Player 2. They review video game reviews.
From people who aren't review. Let's be
Yes,
clear. Like
yes.
no, there's no professionals allowed.
These aren't IGN reviews.
No.
These are people.
These are doctors and lawyers and police officers. The fabric of society.
You know the three people.
Yeah, all of them.
Just those. So check it out and check out all things Mom Hat. JoJo, let's close out this gosh darn program with your synopsis. It's only one. Synopsis of your made-up movie, Famine!
Yeah.
It did have an exclamation point.
It does have an
did.
exclamation point,
That's how it came from the generator.
which means it's a musical.
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah.
Famine. Famine is a gritty remake of La La Land. Stars Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone still. They're basically the same roles. Emma Stone still plays a woman who wants to be a starlet. Ryan Gosling still plays jazz music at Red Lobster. I guess. I didn't see that movie. But instead of either of them getting their big break, as would happen in like Your Imagination, Ryan Gosling gets fired from his job playing jazz music at a Red Lobster because a one-bedroom apartment with 20 roommates is not sustainable at 40 or however fucking old he is. And he gets addicted to, take your pick, doesn't matter. Emma Stone's role is vastly reduced. She still does that big audition, and then we see what happens next, and it's bad. It's real bad. Emma maintains her dignity through a song, which unfortunately is non-diegetic, as most musicals are, so we have no idea what really happens, only that her spirit survives, I guess. Both of them die. In the new hit musical, say it with me, Famine.
Famine! Is it jazz hands or is it needy reaching out hands?
I think it's those. Famine.
Oh. And that was the Stab Show. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And, of course, a very special thank you to our incredible panel, Cameron Schmid, Paul Burke, and JoJo Lewis. Now, if you enjoyed what you just heard from afar, imagine if you had been close. either live in person at Stab Comedy Theater or watching from the comfort of your own home on Stab TV on Twitch. Or, if you're perfectly happy getting your Stab show via podcast, thank you very much, then you can get this and nearly 400 other episodes like it wherever you get your podcastings, be it Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or the Good Pods app. We're still pushing the Good Pods app. I don't know why. But that's all we've got for you tonight. So until next time, I've been your host, Jesse Jones, reminding you that which doesn't kill you probably still hurts a lot. And that's not nothing, jerk face. Good night. Oh, yay. Good job, guys. Thank you. We've got another show coming up at 9. If you want to stick around, it's Dr. Buddy Love.
After Buddy Love.
Yeah. So if you want to catch, so good. Let me turn over the stage and get everything all set. Thank you, guys. Hope to see you again. Online audience, let's get you pre-show. And yeah, this is a long pre-show, but I don't want to stop down. So that's what we're doing, 16-minute pre-show. So yeah, hopefully stick around for Dr. Buddy Love. Bye. I'm gonna be bothering you more often.
ever gonna love you the way I do. It's me and you. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's my destiny, 'cause you got a friend in me. Da-da-da, you got a friend in me. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Ow!
It was just the show. The original point of it was to sort of have basically like that's on me. But you did great. I super appreciate it. I'm gonna stop babbling but no, happy to have you and looking forward to hearing what you guys do. Are you thinking short or long or?
make it, do it, makes us. Harder, better, faster, stronger. More than hour, ever. Ever after work is over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Make us stronger, do it longer, make us better. Ooh, do it well. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Work is never over.
All right, everybody. Change of plans. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's what that is. So we're done for the evening. You guys hang out. Is there some? Or do we have enough? No. We'll be back here tomorrow. Improv all day. 8, 9, and 10. It's One Paul Improv at 8. Scene Kids at 9. And the Stab Jam, the all Nathan Stab Jam tomorrow at 10. So let's get that up. Have a good night, everybody. We will see you back here tomorrow.